Greetings, everyone. Hello, 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 and welcome to Exploring Gap Year Programs. My name is Maya Francis, and I have the pleasure of presenting for you today some programs here in Jacksonville that I absolutely adore. I hope that when you leave here, you are equipped with all the knowledge and information that you need to make that proper step into going into your own gap year. So, just to start, we are exploring gap year programs today. As I shared, my name is Maya Francis, and I have the pleasure of serving as the Climb Community Coordinator for a local nonprofit here in Jacksonville called Generation USA. And I look forward to sharing more information about our training programs throughout the session today. So, getting right into things. My goal for you all today is to receive information on what a gap year program is, organizations that offer opportunities for you here in Jacksonville, and some tips to applying, in addition to some pros and cons as well. I want you to be well rounded in information. First things first, what's a gap year? Gap year, according to Webster Dictionary, is a period, typically an academic year, taken by a student as a break between secondary school and higher education. According to US News, pursuing a gap year isn't as rare as you may think. If you all remember back in 2016, former President Barack Obama's daughter, Malia, took a gap year prior to attending Harvard. I would say that's when it became more so of a target word, when, of course, our very own first family is taking part in it. Colleges routinely let students postpone the start of their freshman year. Harvard, for instance, usually allows 50 to 70 accepted students to postpone their freshman start date per year. At Princeton, the number ranges from 25 to 30 students a year. So, for example, if you still would like to apply to your desired college, do so. But also ask those questions regarding if a gap year, if you're able to postpone your freshman year due to accepting a gap year program. Majority of the schools offer that option for you because they see the benefit that comes with it. According to Kristen White, the author of The Complete Guide to the Gap Year, here are the average numbers of freshmen who delay their college start at other leading schools. So those Ivy Leagues that majority of people are just geared towards attending. Cornell 50 to 60, Dartmouth 20 to 30, Georgetown 15 to 25, and Yale 30 to 40 freshman students take part in delaying their admittance to take part in the gap year. And I wanted to take this time also to highlight local state schools as well. So as a alum of the Florida State University, I can confidently say that a number of my colleagues took part in gap years, some of which are I will share as we move forward within the presentation. And also shout out to our local universities, University of North Florida, as well as Edward Waters College. What I love about gap years is that you can take a gap year at any time, at any age. So while I'm going to focus on taking a gap year after high school, for my parents that are out there who are looking for something new, something more challenging, something more adventurous, know that you too can take a gap year. I've met some individuals who have chosen to go through the Peace Corps, take part in AmeriCorps programs, and really the list goes on. So know that it's not restricted to age. The following data is from the 2015 survey from the American Gap Association. Study participants, individuals 18 to 30 to 60, years old, took part in a gap year, and they indicated their primary motivations for doing so, and the list goes as follows. Some said that it was required, encouraged by college, encouraged by high school counselors or mentors. But the main areas, individuals who wanted to volunteer, explore academic pursuits, wanted to break from that traditional academic track, travel, see the world, and experience other cultures. And the one that I wanted to focus on is gain life experience and experience personal growth. I love to say that this life is truly a journey. It's a process filled with challenges, accomplishments, ups and downs. But it's so beautiful in all of that to have a growth mindset, to continue to put yourself in spaces and situations that will guide you towards your purpose, your passion, your deepest desires. That's what makes it all worthwhile. That's what makes it fulfilling. What will my gap year consist of? Majority of gap years consist of traveling, volunteering, and working. And I'm so excited to be able to present you today with opportunities that include some, if not all, of these three categories. Local organizations that provide opportunities for you. Yes, you can take a gap year here in your city, Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we're going to go over some of those AmeriCorps programs like List Jacksonville, City Year, also programs like YearUp and Generation USA. Those are going to be our focal areas today. But do note that there are other gap year programs, other AmeriCorps programs specifically here in Jacksonville. So doing your research will be absolutely beneficial to you as you make that decision to take part in a year, an experience that will be like none other. First off, our AmeriCorps programs. AmeriCorps was founded in 1993 as a voluntary civic society program with the goal of helping others and meeting critical needs in the community. Their programs are separated in three different areas, and I want to take the time to focus on each. So, AmeriCorps State and National makes up the majority of service opportunities available to you. It is the maker of national service. You are offered the opportunity to select from hundreds of organizations that see service as a solution to local, regional, and national challenges. And again, there are so many organizations here in Jacksonville that fall up under that category specifically. Next is AmeriCorps Vista. With AmeriCorps Vista, members bring passion and perseverance where the need is greatest to organizations that fight poverty. You are able to serve as an agent for change, living and working alongside community leaders to meet our nation's most pressing challenges and advance local solutions. You will serve as in a nonprofit or local government agency, gaining experience and leadership skills that will set you up for a life of service in the public or private sector. So if you're a student who have found great interest in government, economics, business, nonprofit, policy, whatever that may look like, this is an amazing opportunity for you to gain those real world skills and serve already in a local nonprofit or government agency. How many freshmen can say that they have done that? Next is AmeriCorps NCCC. Within this program, members strengthen communities and develop leadership skills through direct team based service. Remember that as a highlight, team based service. You can live with a team of young adults from around the country, embark on an adventure, and build your resume along the way. This one is project specific. Some projects include clearing trails for a national park, building homes for families in need. And all of this, you'll be able to engage in a variety of projects that have a once in a lifetime experience. Of course, they come with benefits, and don't we love benefits? Here are some benefits of joining AmeriCorps programs. Career wise, AmeriCorps State and National provides you with professional development, AmeriCorps Vista, non-competitive eligibility for government jobs. So think about that when you're as you're adding it to your resume. It gives you an opportunity to not have to compete with others who are going for those very competitive government jobs. It's a way to provide you with a easier access, so to speak, which is very important. For AmeriCorps NCCC, you gain hard and soft skills. And what wasn't mentioned in the previous slide was AmeriCorps NCC FEMA Corps, which focuses on emergency assistance. This allows for taking part in the FEMA Corps, a career benefit is a fast track to FEMA employment. So if your desire is to really work on those things that are emergencies here in the United States, rather that be for us here in Jacksonville, hurricane relief, right? Or if you're in California and you're thinking about the fires that are oftentimes present. This allows for you to have that opportunity working in emergency organization. Education award, which is a huge benefit. All of the programs listed provide you with an education award. And for AmeriCorps Vista, the opportunity of also receiving a cash stipend as well. So if you're an individual like me, who I oftentimes wonder how I was going to pay for college, by taking part in the AmeriCorps program, I would have been given funds to assist in my college education, in addition to the scholarships, the grants that are accessible to you as well. So don't let finances, and again, I'm saying this out of experience, please do not let finances be a deterrent from you getting the education that you deserve. Also, the AmeriCorps programs offer individuals with a living allowance. This amount of money is allocated to you, I would say biweekly. It depends on the program, but from experience, I've seen it come biweekly to help you with your living expenses, your immediate needs, whether that be food, shelter. The living allowance helps you to cover those things. And I also wanted to make note that at the bottom of each slide, I provide you with the link to the source so that you can copy, paste it, so that you can do your own search. Because research is the most important thing. An AmeriCorps program here is List Jacksonville. Well, List Jacksonville is an organization, but excuse me, they offer opportunities for AmeriCorps program. There we go. Where we work. For almost 2 decades, List Jacksonville has been working in many of our most under-resourced, neglected neighborhoods in the urban core. They have financed new housing, renovated playing fields, established centers to help residents gain financial stability, and supported new schools and built the capacity of many local organizations. These are some of the tasks that you may be offered working alongside List Jacksonville. Ooh, that was a tongue twister. As an AmeriCorps member. You are also offered the opportunity to work in epic communities like historic East Side, historic Springfield, and where I'm from, Northwest Jacksonville. Additional neighborhoods include Newtown, Rail Yard District, and downtown Jacksonville. I wanted to take this time to highlight the Brotherhood, which is pictured on the top right-hand corner of the screen. The Brotherhood is located in historic Eastside, and they are doing some amazing things in that community to ensure that the culture, the history, the beauty of historic Eastside is captured and shown for the world to see. It's some amazing things. If you are not aware of the greatness that comes from historic East Side, I definitely recommend doing your research on their the center is a mural of It Was Never About a Hot Dog and a Coke, which is a book written by Rodney Hurst Sr. Bet you didn't know that name, but look it up, and I'm sure that you'll gain some great information on civil rights movement here in Jacksonville. Next up is City Year. I am beaming, you guys. I love City Year. For 3 years, I had the honor of serving as the regional recruitment manager for City Year here in Jacksonville. And I will honestly say, working alongside these individuals has made a large, large impact on my life. I want to start with City Year's core values. They are there are 10 of them, but my favorite is service to a cause greater than self, Ubuntu, inclusivity, empathy, and the belief in the power of young people, and of course, social justice for all. In the work that you are able to do with City Year in working in partnership with Duval County School District, you are able to create equitable learning opportunities for all students and develop the city's future leaders, which again are you have the opportunity to embody every single last one of these values that not only will show up within your time as an AmeriCorps worker with City Year, but hopefully values that you choose to carry with you the rest of your life. AmeriCorps members support teachers and staff in delivering instruction that serves the development of the whole child and is responsive to the diverse racial, cultural, and linguistic needs of Jacksonville youth. Serving in Jacksonville schools offers you the opportunity to serve in one of 12 elementary, middle, and high schools in the North Jacksonville area. Though situated in the largest city in the continental US, our partner schools are located within a 5-mile radius of each other just north of the urban core. So all of the schools for the most part are in a central part. Working with a by being an AmeriCorps Lord, whew, all those A's. By being an AmeriCorps member with City Year, you have the opportunity to work with a committed and diverse group of 6 to 15 City Year AmeriCorps members who share your passion for service and personal growth. Now, City Year offers applications throughout the entire year. If you are to go to their website, you'll be able to see those deadlines, where, how to apply. They also have recruiters that you can speak with that can answer any questions or concerns that you may have regarding your gap year and all of the benefits that are afforded with serving with City Year. And I know that we're highlighting local organizations. And while you do have the opportunity to serve in Jacksonville, City Year also offers the opportunity for you to serve in other cities and locations that are experiencing that same need with our school systems. So if you wanted to go to New Orleans, if you wanted to go to California, Washington, D.C., the list goes on. There's opportunities for you to serve in the school system in all of those locations. And I would like to highlight as well before I move forward, this is great for if you're thinking about going into the teaching profession, whether that be in a university setting or early elementary, middle, high school, whatever the stage may be. If you want to hone in on those skills to empower and influence others, this is a great opportunity to do so without having the large responsibilities that come with being a teacher, for example. Next up is YearUp Jacksonville. And similar to City Year, YearUp is located in other cities as well, so keep that in mind. So, YearUp opens doors to life changing opportunities. It's a year-long program where you're not only able to gain 6 months of corporate internships, you're also gaining eligibility for coursework eligibility for college credit. So here in Jacksonville, YearUp is partnered with our local community college. So not only are you taking classes for the first 6 months, gaining those soft and hard skills, but the next 6 months are focused on 6 months of corporate internships. And majority of the Year Up programs internships are paid internships. Yep, paid internships. So it gives you that opportunity to gain some money as well while you're exploring corporate and nonprofit organizations. Also, you earn while you learn. Rather than paying, the students at Year Up actually earn educational stipend payments to offset expenses during their training and internship. Why? Because Year Up is a nonprofit. So, unlike other job training programs, they aren't in it for the money, they're in it for you. And just to highlight, you can gain valuable professional skills and you have ongoing support after your Year Up. After graduation, Year Up, you'll have access to resources, support, and a network of 18,000 plus alumni. And I'm sorry that I didn't share this before, but the same can be said for City Year and other AmeriCorps programs as well. You have access to a network when taking part of gap year programs, a network of individuals who are just as focused, just as driven, just as loving as you are, who are looking to assist you in moving forward with your career goals. At Year Up, the next start dates are fall of August 2021 and spring of January 2021. Again, the source is linked below if you would like to have more information to speak with their admissions and their recruitment staff as well. But I love YearUp. I was able to work in partnership with them for a couple of things, and I fell in love with the program and the mentorship and the support that they provide to their students throughout the entire experience. They really prepare you for the professional world. I'm telling you, these students come into class professionally dressed with their blazers, their button ups, their hard bottoms, and they are really setting themselves apart from other individuals who are going into the workforce. And last but not least, our program, my program, who I am able to work for right now, Generation USA Jacksonville. If Generation offers 3 programs for individuals who are interested in customer service supervisor, IT help desk technician, and administrative medical assistant. What I love and appreciate about our programs is that it's anywhere between 5 to 12 weeks. So, say for example, if you've heard the other programs and you're like, you know what, Maya, I'm not sure if I'm ready to make that big of a commitment so soon, but I still want to gain knowledge. I still want to gain experience. I still want to gain a certification that will help me move forward. Generation definitely, I would say, is that program for you. And all of our programs are free to those who are applying. So if once you get in, we offer instructors, we offer mentors, coaches, and individuals who just are there to help and guide you along the way, whether it be with your coursework or if you're dealing with personal things as well. My job as the Climb Community Coordinator not only is to focus on our Climb initiative, which focuses on economic mobility in under-resourced communities, but when I put on my generation hat, I'm able to build relationships with other organizations, other entities to provide wraparound service for our students who are participating in our generation programs, understanding that the need is there for some of our students, and that's the reality. So I would say that it's definitely an honor to be able to build partnerships with organizations like LIST, like YearUp, like City Year, working with Generation to again provide those wraparound, those holistic services to our students, understanding that everyone is different, and to cater to their individual needs is something that sets us apart. So, if you're interested in generation, I am more than happy to answer any questions or comments, concerns around that, to go over our three different programs. Again, that's customer service supervisor, IT help desk technician, and administrative medical assistant. Again, all certificates that you are able to utilize moving forward. And they're specific to the industry, so you're good. So before I leave you, I wanted to share some pros and cons of choosing a gap year. So just some things to think about. Of course, everyone's experience is different. So I'll start with cons first. One, the reality of the matter is that taking a gap year for some can be very expensive. Think about it. You're taking this time, you're living off of an allowance if that program offers you that. So please keep in mind that sometimes it can be expensive, but that should not deter you from doing it if that's something that you really want to do. Just plan ahead, y'all. It's a later start. It can mean more paperwork. It can affect financial aid sometimes, but again, that's where doing your research really helps you to be able to see if that will be your situation given the school that you are assigned to go to. It can be easy to get sidetracked. Just think about when you're going into your career, when you start making money, it's easy to say, you know what, maybe I don't want to go back to school. Maybe, I'm good where I am. But again, if college is their focus, is college the ultimate plan and excelling in your career, stay focused, stay on track. And like I shared before, it requires careful planning along the way. So make sure that you're doing that as well. But also note that right now, it just may not, you may not be ready, and that's okay. Some pros, because I like to end on a high note, it gives you time for yourself. Whew, I don't even know. I can go on and on about this. But if you're a high school student and you're like, I have been with my parents, with my caregiver for X amount of years, it's time for me to break free to experience life on my own responsibly. This is your opportunity to do so. It's also a good resume builder. It could lead to increased career satisfaction because think about it. Now you know exactly what you want to go to school for. Now you know what you want to hone in on when it comes to your degree, your major, your minor, what school, provides those opportunities to go even deeper in those things. So it really sets you apart. It can help you do better in school because think about it. Now you're not taking those courses that, have nothing to do with your passion. It expands your horizons. I truly believe that exposure really offers you the opportunity to move ahead in life and access to that, right? Exposure and access are very important. It can mean extra money and it can increase self confidence and maturity. Now that you know, it's time to do the following. You all do your research. Find out more about these programs, what best fits you. Make sure you ask questions regarding risk management, curriculum, the experience of your program leaders, student support, challenges, etc. The list goes on. Majority of the programs that I shared with you either have a recruiter, an enrollment or admissions department. Make that call, send that email, get the information that you need, and ask those questions that will provide you with more peace about taking your gap year. Don't be afraid to ask questions throughout the process. All gap year programs will be happy to talk about their programs, walk you through the itineraries, explain the admissions process, and support you through the decision process. Asking lots of questions indicates your interest and investment, so it's a good thing as well. And then, of course, apply. Be proactive throughout the admissions process. Make sure that when you're doing your research, that you have those application dates, those deadline dates, so that you are ensuring that you're being timely, right? That goes right back to planning. This is something that will really help you to gain the maturity and the confidence that you need to move forward an independent individual in life, I would say. And once you apply, prepare for your program, whether that be you moving out on your own, setting that budget, please budget, but start preparing for what it will look like as you embark on this new journey. Always remember that you can ask questions, that you can continue to do your research, but now that you've done all of that, it's time to really walk into this year, this experience that will be like none other. Thank you all so much for your time. Again, my name is Maya Francis, the Climb Community Coordinator at Generation USA here in Jacksonville. I have listed my email below. So if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out and I would love to assist you in moving forward with the opportunity of taking a gap year. Have a great day.